Hello everybody, it's Brucifer. Today I'm making chocolate chip chewy brown sugar cookies. And that isn't a mouthful. So we're going to get right on to it because I got stuff to do and it is now 7:24 p.m. This is when my life starts. Okay, baking oven is 350. So you need 14 tablespoons of unsalted butter, or parquet, which is salted, so I'm not putting any, well, I'm putting a quarter teaspoon of salt in. A little bit of salt, but you don't want an overdose of salt. So if you're doing the unsalted butter, 14 tablespoons is a cup and a half plus 2 tablespoons. I don't know why they had to do tablespoons. Anyway, I had to do the math and figure that one out. It was just, oh. Anyway, a cup and 3/4 of packed light brown sugar. That doesn't sound right. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. 1 large egg. I'm going to grab 2. Pardon moi. I looked at the wrong ingredient. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This is what I looked at. I thought it meant 2 eggs. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. I'm also going to throw a wrench in. I had peanuts left over from when I did some, and I can't remember if I did a video for it, for doing, how many? Oh, good. Sorry, just checking. Finding how much recording time I have. So I've got peanuts here that I crushed up for what I call Christmas crackle, but I called it summer crack, for a party. So I had the leftovers. So I'm going to use that up because anything to make it a little added fling, I do that. So let's get on with the recipe here. I'm going to take the chocolate chips and just lightly crush them. I'm not going to pulverize them like I did the peanuts. And sorry for the noise. Should have music in the background. Like I'm in a dance scene or something. Okay, that's what you want. You just look, you want it to look kind of ground up. Yeah. Same as the other stuff. So easy peasy, it's done. It's out of the way. That machine can go in the corner. Another thing to wash. The joys of things that never go away for washing. Okay. Now knowing me, I use the egg beater for this because I just don't want to try and mash things up that don't want to be mashed. Oops. Let's get these on here. Inside is outside is square. What am I doing? Get in the hole. Oh. Okay, that's ready. So it's sitting in its base so it's not going to fall around. Alright, the butter. Now you just take parchment paper to line your cookie sheets. 1. When that said 14 tablespoons, how painful is that? Quite painful. When all they had to say was a cup and a half plus 2 tablespoons. It's like, really? All going to take 2, so basically cut this half into, I need a knife. Luckily all my stuff is right handy here. Now, I was told, in school, I was taught, half a cup cut into 4s are tablespoons. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. So there's 2 tablespoons in half a cup. If that made sense. Let me know if I screwed up majorly, but I know I've already done this recipe once. And it worked, and it was beautiful and chewy, yummy, really good. So, I get my sugar. So I need 1 3/4 of packed brown sugar. Oh, come on now. Put it in there. It's on the counter. Yes, Brucey, your aim is delightful. Like, right off chart. All right, now my power scissors are charging because they could barely cut the parchment paper. So, pound it down so I can. Paring knife, where are you? Okay. Rocket science, really. If they came with a Ziploc, that might be a real bonus. Then you could at least do it up, right? But yeah, not these guys. All right. Mash the old with the new in holy matrimony. Okay. It said packed light brown sugar. Okay. There's 1 cup. Okay. My hands are covered in everything. And I put my towels in the wash. So, aha, I found one. Okay. And bring the other, hello, 1/4 cup. 3 of them. My kind of packing. 1. So I hope everybody had the Pride celebration was yesterday in Victoria. It was supposed to be the largest Pride parade this year. A lot more floats in the parade. I think it was still an hour, but I didn't go. I decided I wasn't into it this year. But anyway, okay, need to tie that up and get it out of my way because I have to clean the 1 cupper because I need it. Hang on a sec. I have plants in the sink which I have to move because it's watering day. The light rinse, get the sticky wickies out of it. All right. Now I don't know. Does that add more light or reflection? I think it's giving you reflection more than anything. Okay. All right, on with it. So, take your egg, crack it in your bowl, make sure there's no little membrane. Okay, we're good. Throw that in there and mix it up with the butter and the, what is that brown stuff? The sugar. Lord God, I'm getting... And for good measure, let's throw the vanilla is 2 teaspoons. So one of these caps, because it's a large cap, is 2 teaspoons. Saves you taking out the teaspoons. Although I'm going to need them anyway because I'm putting in all the other crap. Which there ain't much crap left. So let's do the crap together. That doesn't sound very good. Okay. I'm doing salt. I'm going to do the salt. Yeah, let's just blend it all together. People do weird things. They do the powder and the flour together. Not me. Oh, it says 3/4 of a teaspoon. So let's do 2. I don't know. It's very light in the salt in the butter, but parquet. But you play that by ear. I mean, it's to your taste, basically. Baking powder, 1 teaspoon, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I don't have my glasses. Where the hell are my glasses? There they are. Sign of old age, but yes, that is one. Just wanted me. Sure. I mean, it's nice when I have them. Let's put it that way. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Now, I have baking stuff stuck to my sheet. This is not... I'm going to redo them onto cards. Now, I don't need the glasses to read. My eyes, for some reason, are okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to beat this up. Because the butter was in the fridge, and my hand, I still have a problem with it. Alright. In other words, spin it until the batter comes off the beaters. Put it on the toaster. Maybe it'll finish the toaster. We need a new toaster. Anyway, the thing is old. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Put that in there. Alright. Now, take your... Where's my spatula? And just clean off the edges. And that looks really good. Now, the brown sugar recipe is so easy that when you are applying everything else, it's just going to combine beautifully. Okay, now what am I doing? 2 cups of flour. Yeah. And then I'll throw in the chocolate and the peanuts. Okay, this stuff can out of my way. I need to clean that off because I need it. Just for a leveling tool. So 2 cups of flour. Now, if you wanted to double the recipe, you could, but this recipe, I think I marked it down. It's to do 14, okay. 14 to 16, but I got 25 out of them. So it all depends on how big you make the cookie. And you're just dropping them onto the cookie sheet. So it's not rocket science. And I don't have one of those ice cream scoops that you can make and use for dropping them in. Maybe later on, but I can't be bothered. I'm like my mother, I'm old fashioned. If a spoon will work, why buy an ice cream scoop? Right? Right. Okay, flour is in. And we will mix that up as well. Again. Let's see if I can make a dust cloud. I'm just going to have to find an apron somewhere. An appropriate apron. Not sure how appropriate I want to be, but I wasn't going to try and make these into shirtless videos. Okay, we're getting thick in here now with the flour. Amazing, I didn't wear anything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape off the beaters and I will throw the stuff in by hand and mix it, I think would be the better bet to do. Let's do this. Anyway, so how's your day been? Ay, ay, ay. And we have rain. The skylight is above me and I can hear pitter patter on the roof. We were supposed to get rain tomorrow. They kind of screwed up. And it's hot out there, so it's muggy. And it's really odd. I was told when it's muggy, you're going to get lightning. So hopefully we're not. We don't need any more forest fires. Okay. In we go. There we go. That's good. Good. Move this stuff over. Oh, my oven is up. Yay! Okay, so chocolate. And they just look like little pebbles, which are just perfect. My landlord said, "What? We don't have any cookies? You're fired." Yeah, right. I don't take an idle threat like that. You're not Trump, darling. So, I'm not worried about it. That's why I'm doing the cookies now. So we have cookies for when they come back later tonight. And take the peanuts. Any leftovers that you want to throw into your baking, by all means, go ahead and do it. I mean, that's the joy of it. Okay. So these are peanut, chocolate chip, chewy brown sugar cookies today. I just changed the recipe without any warning. This is typical of me. Now, just have to mix them by hand. Don't go too crazy. I mean, it's lumpy bumpy stuff right now. But the better you can mix it up, then it goes through the batter and everybody will be happy. You get one chocolate chip cookie or one peanut butter cookie with no batter, no cookie, no chocolate. You just get the brown sugar, they'll feel a little cheated. Okay. And if you really wanted to, make sure your hands are nice and clean and throw your hands into this because the batter is really dry. It's moist, but dry. So you can make sure it's really well mixed that way by throwing your hands in. But there's no need because this is all mixed up now. Okay, so then all you do is, I'll show you if I have enough time on my timer because I'm not really watching if it's recording or not. It could run out on me. Oh, 9 minutes left. Just enough time to demonstrate how you do this. Okay, I got crap all over my countertop. Jeez. Good, good. Now, take your cookie sheet. Cookie sheet. And what I do normally is I use a large soup spoon, about that size, okay? And you can kind of shape them, but I would do about that. Not quite a whole thing. Just drop it on the plate. Now you can press them down if you want to take a tumbler and maybe I'll do that. They don't really span out that much. I think once if you span them out by hand. I can't remember. I'm trying to make them small, but that's the problem. If I used a teaspoon, maybe that'd be a better idea. Right? Let go. It wants to go. It wants freedom. It wants to get baked. Okay. Yeah, I didn't go to Pride. I have a problem. I can't walk very much, and this standing to do a baking video, sometimes it's a challenge because then I can't sit down. My back starts seizing up, so okay. So what you do, hang on a sec, I gotta wipe the goofies off. You take a glass tumbler and a dish of sugar. We'll just test that because I'm not sure if it'll work or not. I have a little bit of sugar here. And we'll throw it in a dish. Put your tumbler into your batter so it gets a little bit of it on the bottom and just do a light little press. So yeah, it will work. Oop, let go. Let go. Just make sure you really put a lot of sugar on the bottom or they won't come off from the bottom of the yeah. It will work, but take your time. So, and the sugar will melt. I don't think they'll, there, perfect. Okay, so that's what you do. And you put them in the oven for 11 minutes. I tried it. It says 9 to 11, but do the 11 because I did 9 and 11 was the ticket. Okay, so you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoy the recipe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and by the way, subscribe. So every time I do post a video, you'll get an alert on your phone or your device. Thank you. Bye now.